showing live. That's good. Okay. All right. Let me copy this out. There it is, live on the channel. Excellent. Thank you. And let me just go to here and copy this very quickly. Good evening, everybody. Just pasting and posting everywhere I can think of. Go right there. Excellent. Okay, that's done. I can put that down. Let me start this thing up if it's going to work tonight. Let's see. Hey, it worked. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, so it looks like that's working. So let's go ahead and click the button for that. Okay, it is now active. Let me hit enter in many different places. Enter, 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 entra. Well, entra is really entra. Entra would be she enters in Italian. That would be the female connotation of entering. So wouldn't really apply here. But I was trying to say it in a different. Entrare would be just entering in general. And the only other place I have to go is here. And I just need to post right here. Give me 2 seconds. Copy. And, oh yeah, that move things around. I don't know why people have to move things around so much. Okay, it's in, it's here, isn't it? It's not in here? Oh no, it's in here. There it is. Okay, and thanks, I don't care. Next, and select, and next, and next, and post, and hit the share button, and I believe I am now set up everywhere. Let's do a quick test of our social thing here. Test 1. Excellent. There it is. And let's do test 2. And we are good. So that should be running. Everything should be good. I'm just waiting for this to finish, and I will close this window. And we'll get rocking and rolling here for a little bit on a windy Thursday evening in Northern California. Okay. Oh, multi-stream. Let's see. I guess I'll do test 3. Sure. Okay, test 3 works. We're good. All right, and it showed up there. Good, 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 good. Everything appears to be working as needed. Yep, there it is. I see it. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Really? That works? Oh, yes, that would. Test 2, test 3. No, I got it. I was mixing some things up. Okay. That has been shared, so I can now close this window, and that should be everything we need for... Yeah, looks like everything's running. Just close any windows I don't need at the moment. Make sure nothing is running that doesn't need to be. Hold on, bear with me. I am going to... Actually, no. It doesn't matter. That's fine. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I lost my head for a minute, but no. Everything is set up the right way. Okay, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful beam footage. There it is. And I already checked... Oh. I don't know if social stream's probably not showing up correctly because I have to reselect it every time. So give me a minute here. It's fine. I just have to select social stream YouTube channel. No, you don't want that. You want... Sorry, I forgot. This is the one other thing I have to always select when I do this. Here we go. Huh. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's that one. There we go. Done. All right. Perfect. Okay. Just occasionally have to refine a few things. All right. I think we're ready to go. I'm going to get a quick drink of water, which I somehow slurped for some reason. And now we're going to jump in. All right. So new image. I want to do some kind of, I recently got a print or a t-shirt version of an illustration I did a number of years ago of a fantastic musician named Robin Ogden, who goes under the musician name Ogre Sounds. Absolutely spectacular musician. And I had done a picture of him. I'd seen an image he posted, I think on Instagram or someplace, of himself, kind of looking like an old bearded seaman type, you know, on the ocean type. You know, long lighthouse, longshoreman, like very, very kind of rustic, old world English sailor type of thing. And I really liked the image because I basically took the image and I cyberized it. I gave him kind of very 80s looking cyber shades and kind of antennas and stuff like that. And I kind of want to do something like that again. So I basically sketched out, as you can see here, the basic musculature of a human head. Very, very simple. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a cybernetic head out of this in some way. So I'm going to start by just mapping out the muscles as they actually exist. And then I'm going to start to change some of the muscles and the tendons into cables, plugs, that type of thing. And I don't know quite where it's going to end up. So this is just the starting bit. But I kind of like this image of a head just like this. Came into my mind and I went, yeah, this is basically what I want to do. So I'm just going to center this a little bit more for now. Because I don't know if I'm going to add hair or anything like that. I'll probably keep this pretty simple. Because that's just how I do things. But in any event, yeah, so it is a very stormy day, or evening I should say, here in Northern California. And one of my favorite things from a storm, outside of lightning and thunder, which you don't get in California very often, it's highly rare that there's thunder and lightning out here, which I dearly miss. One of the things that I associate with, or used to associate with, storms, winter storms, was lightning and thunder. Or rainstorms, I should say winter storms. Rainstorms used to have lightning and thunder. And in California, you just don't ever get it. There's just, it never happens out here. And I will never get used to it because it never feels like, no matter how hard it rains or the wind or anything else, it's never a true storm to me, and it never will be without thunder and lightning. And it just barely ever happens, at least where I live in Northern California. It probably does high up in the mountains and maybe way, way up north where you're starting to get into Oregon and Washington, but it just doesn't happen down here. And like I said, to me, it's just not a storm if there ain't thunder and lightning. But one thing that it does have, what is still retained here, that I dearly love about windy storms, is when they're ending and the clouds are starting to disperse. You get these wonderful moments, and at night they're the best. They're good during the day too if you get it in the right where there's a lot of gray. But when there's blue skies, it doesn't work as well. But at night, when you've got kind of the stars and the dark sky, and it's behind the clouds, and the wind is blowing the clouds really quickly, and there's some low-level clouds, so they're moving at different speeds. There's something so magical to me. I actually just took video right before I started the stream. I took some video of the sky because I was like, this is those clouds at night moving across a star field or a starlit sky where the clouds are blowing, and you can just see them kind of wisping and billowing and going along. For whatever reason, for me, that visual is what I picture imagination as. Like what goes on in my head that creates whatever ideas I come up with. If I could bring that out into the world so you could see that process in motion, it would be the clouds moving against the sky. That's always been what I picture creation as. I don't know why. I really don't. I have no idea why. But I've always so loved those visuals. They just feel like the words imagination when I see it. So anyway, I'm going to start blabbing. I'm going to start drawing. But that's, yeah, I love it. I love it. So it's one thing I'm really happy that, oh yeah, I got to definitely do a different brush. I'm very, very happy that at least California has that. May not have the thunder and lightning that I really love, but at least it still has the billowing clouds after a storm. Yeah, that's a pretty good line. Actually, maybe it'll go a little thicker. Maybe we'll do a 20 on this. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we'll do a 20 for the big shapes, and that lets me go way, way, way down for the inner shapes. So we'll start off with a 20, and we're on a mirrored thing. Okay. So let me see here. Because I kind of broke down these shapes. So I think I'm going to follow the same, not that. I'm going to follow the same patterns I did underneath on these, just so that I can get everything where I want it. So, let me see, where's the outer? That's the outer part. You know what, I'll just do it this way. But I'll leave the little lines out. Let's just start going on this. All right, so I'm going to do this the way I usually do it, where I just kind of do the lines and try not to have any of my lines intersecting, which I always try to do, and sometimes I'm better at it than others. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try. So we'll follow this line like this, just trying to have these lines really nicely curve and go around. Oh, man, I'm going to run right into the top of that. Okay. Yeah, I got to redo that one. I ran into the top of the iPad, or to the desk. Not the iPad itself, but the desk. So let's bring this up and around. Do that. That's better. That's much better. Out like that. So, I'm trying to do nice, sharp, kind of like really decisive and rounded lines, which you have to do kind of, for me, the slower I go, I think I've showed you this before. If I go slow, see the ripples? See all those ripples that are happening? See, it doesn't happen with a pencil on paper because the grip stops that from happening. So to get a nice curved line, a lot of times I either have to use the arc that the Procreate app does for me, but if I can't do that, because it can't always work, I have to go quick. And see, that stops those lines from happening because I'm going so fast that the ripples can't form. So it's one or the other for me. It always is. All right, so let's do this. There. See, that's why I'm trying to go somewhat quick with my lines and not dwell on them too long. Just kind of get them done, get them in, so that I don't get those little ripples in there that I really see. There's one, a huge one right there. So let's try this again. It's because I couldn't see what I was doing. Better. Yeah, but see that middle. The middle doesn't look good, so I'll fix that. Let's fix that middle. Shouldn't be pointy. Should be flat. So we'll just come in here. Not like that, though. Ay, it's getting worse. Hold on. I think I just need to erase more area. And then let's see if I can bring that in. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. I just got to shave a little bit of that other line off. Just a tad. Okay. And then, let's see here. So the nose is okay if we have a little bit of a dip there. Up. And there we are. Okay. Let's see. No, I don't want any intersecting lines. Oh, the eyes. The eyes won't intersect. We can do the eyes. So, oh, yes, they will. They will if I do them as a single line, so I better not do that. Is there anything else that doesn't intersect? Oh, yeah. This line doesn't. We can bring that through here. That won't intersect anything. Anything else that's not going to touch something else? No, that will. Those won't. I can do this. Do that. I can do the middle one. That's not going to touch anything. There we are. Those won't. So I can do that. That's good. Oh, those won't. Okay, so we can do this. Okay, well, I don't want to do it that much. That maybe. Okay. And that. No, don't like it. Hold on. See, that the other, I can do it too much. I can exaggerate it too much in speed, and then it deforms the line. So, not always the best way to do it. No, that's going to intersect. That's going to intersect. Oh, the nostrils won't. Oh, yes, they will, because those are a single line. So, yes, they will intersect. That's not going to. I can bring this up and like this. Oh, whoops, I forgot it was mirrored. Sorry, forgot. Totally forgot. So I only need to reach it right there. There we are. Okay. The ears. Well, the inner ear part. This won't. Right. Okay, that's fine. These parts down here won't. So let's do this section first. Just do some of these muscles here. That. And then these lines will not. So we'll do that. And actually, if I'm careful, these lines will not. Okay. And those will. Everything else looks like it's going to intersect something. So, okay. Not bad. Next layer. And we'll put the assist back on. I'm going to fade this out so I know what layer's where. But I got to keep track. All right, let's do... Oh, is that one huge line? Wow, it really is. Well, I can make it not be one huge line. What I can do is... Let me see here. Let's start that there. And let's bring this up. Let's arc this around. Put it... Okay, carefully. There we are. Okay, and then... Now... I can join these later, and that's okay. So let's bring this. Ooh, no. Not like that. This should come down like that, and bring it down like this. Meet right there, but I'm going to do that down here. Ooh, yeah, see, because I didn't want to screw it up, which I did. Yeah, you know what? I started to angle it up a little too early. Just clean that. Okay, no problem. It's easy to fix. These are easy things to fix. There we go. And then I want that line to join up here. Obviously, they are not going to have these bulbous ends on them. Not a problem. That's what they make erasers for. Okay. That's okay. That little line's not going to hurt anything. All right, so that's the outer face. Okay, so now what else will not intersect? Let's do the nostrils here, which will come up like this, up and around, and those can meet. That's okay. Those intersections don't matter. This will not. Let's do the mouth. Okay, so we're going to start here, come down, bring that up, bring that in. There we are. Okay, let's now do the eyes, which we're going to do like this. Okay. Oh, no, I screwed that up on the outside. Okay. I don't know what I did there, but it was bad. Okay, so come up. I was following the line. The only problem is I lose the line right there, but meaning it's behind my finger. So it's hard to see it, but I got it this time. I was starting to bend it in some weird way with the other one. Can't have that. Okay, let's bring that. Let's bring this line like that. That would intersect there. This will not. Bring this one through here. This would not intersect anything. Actually, neither would this. This won't. The gray lines don't matter. I can't intersect with something else that's pure black. Oh, no. It's a bad angle for me to do that. Better angle. There we go. Okay, that's all gray. So let's do this. Coming up there. Let's do from this side. No, maybe. Hold on. Now I'll do it this way. Oh, wow. That's going to be a close line. You know what? Rather than take a risk on that, let's do this. Let's bring this line over like that. There we go. Better. And then we can do this line. That line's fine right there. Okay. Well, it's not as rounded as I'd like it to be. Hold on. I want it to be more like that. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Then we do this one. Excellent. That's going to intersect. That's going to intersect. This won't. Oh, yes, it will. Yep, it will. Almost made a mistake, but I realized it before I did it. Okay, these are all fine. Let's do these. Oh, no, that will intersect, so I can't do those. Okay, I'll do these then. So this comes up like that. This comes up like that. Okay, let's start doing these. Like that. Actually, I don't mind that angle. It's not quite what I was originally intending, but it'll work. Bring that. And then I gotta leave that because that will intersect. That will intersect. That intersects. That intersects. Okay, so that's as much. I think that's as much as I can do on this one. So now we'll go up again. Do another one. We're gonna fade this one even further. And then we're gonna fade this one down so that I can kind of tell what I'm doing. So see, the key is the black lines can't ever intersect. Gray lines and black lines can. But the the black and black lines can't. Okay, so let's do this. Let's bring this up like that. Bring that around, and then come down like this. See how rippled that line is? It's just not, it's not easy to do it continuously. It's tough. It's a tough thing to do a continuous line that's smooth. It just is not, it's tough for me. Probably isn't tough for others. Tough for me. Okay, that actually came out all right. That's not too bad. I can live with that. Yep, I can live with that. All right, let's do... Actually, we'll do it from this side. I think I'll have a better time if I do this. That. These don't have to follow the underlying lines exactly. I mean, I want to try to follow them pretty closely because I based them on the muscle models, and that's what I'm trying to emulate, but it doesn't have to be a one-to-one. If they're a little off, that's okay. I just don't want them to be massively off. Okay, this line can go. That's not tied to anything. This line can go. That's okay. Ooh, so can that. That line. Grays are okay. Grays can cross. Black lines cannot. Gray and black lines can cross. Black and black lines cannot. That's where I get in trouble. So I gotta be careful here. Okay. Just keep an eye on what I'm doing, which does get trickier and trickier as I do it. Trust me, it's not simple to... I've so often screwed up this exact thing. It's pretty pathetic, really. But I've done it more than once. That was no good. Oh, that's why I gotta start from this side. See if I do that. Much smoother line. Much better. Don't start from outside. Start from the inside. Okay. Good. Okay. Let's do this. And this. Okay. And then, oh, no, that's just gray. We're okay there. We're okay to come from, I gotta be careful with this, close to a black line, but if I just do it right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That'll work. I'm just gonna round this out a little bit. Hold on. That's okay. I blew it a little bit on the end. Not a problem. I can clean that up. It's not an issue. It will get done. It will get done. There we go. And just don't want that to be a sharp edge. I want that to be a soft edge. There's already something there. I can do this line. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start cleaning these lines up because I am going to lose track. I can already tell that I'm going to start to lose track if I don't start cleaning the edges up. Like I'm already kind of doubting some of the stuff I'm looking at because there's so many lines now, and I'm sort of losing track of what I actually already did and didn't do. Not a big deal. I mean, I haven't gotten in trouble yet, but I'm getting close. I can tell. I can tell when I'm getting close to being in trouble with myself in terms of keeping track of what I'm doing. So that's fine. It doesn't matter. Give those ears a little bit more textural variety. Okay, that's already there. I don't need to do that line. Nope, that's going to intersect. All right, we're going to do one more. Put the assist on. Actually, you know what? I am just a moron sometimes. What I should be doing is creating another white space. If I just fill this and then drop this way down. Now they're all gray. So see, I can see the lines really clearly now. Go back to black, go to that top assist. And now everything is gray, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't see the lines. Not good when you can't see the lines you're doing. All right, there we go. There's not that many left anyway, so this really shouldn't take too long. I can start doing cleanup, which I enjoy doing. I genuinely do love cleaning up my lines. I like drawing the lines, but I also like cleaning them up. Okay, so see those everything that's a blue line can be done now. And all the grays are they're going to take care of themselves. I don't want to point that either, so I want this to round. So that, there we are. And then there's that. Well, yeah, that's going to be a little tricky. No, no, it's not. I just have to do it close up. Be fine. You got it. You got it. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so... ooh, that line's really close. So we're going to do one... Oh, we can do that. So this can come out from here and come up to there. That's good. I think the only stuff left is now the eyeballs and these lines down here. So let's add another layer, turn the assist on, and the beautiful part is I can just move this down. Now it becomes gray. So now I can do these lines. 1, 2. That takes care of those. And that's probably it except for the eyes. And the eyes I'm going to do on their own thing. Just a good idea to do them on their own. I may not keep the eyes. I haven't decided on that yet. So we'll see. Those eyes are a little bit bigger than I intended them to be. Okay, that's fine. So if we start here. There we go. A little bit bigger is okay. Hugely bigger, not... Hey. I don't know why the circle thing went away. Or I must have tapped it. Hold on, let's see. Ellipse. Circle. There we go. Oh, hey, Timber Dragon, how are you? Oh, good. It's showing up on the screen. Excellent. I wasn't sure if I had that right, but looks like it's good. Well, happy Thursday. I know it's late where you are, so if you can't stick around, that's no problem. I appreciate you just saying hi. But I know where you are. It's late, so do not feel like you have to stick around if you can't. It is not a big deal. I understand not everybody's in the same time zone. Okay, I'm going to, let's get, I can go ahead and erase this because I know where this is sitting. And like I said, I'm not sure I'm going to even keep the eyes yet. We're going to see how that goes. So, okay, so we can erase those lines. Good. Now we can move this up. And now these lines, actually, you know what I should do? I should start at the base level. Erase these first because I know where these are. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. We know that that's not going to be, well, I know that's not going to be there. Shouldn't say we, because I mean, I know where things are, but looking at it, it may not be obvious to you as the viewer, which is no problem. Or it might be. Could very well be. Okay, there we are. There we are. Okay. And we know we can get rid of that because we don't want it to pierce out of the skull. At least not yet. That could change. This may end up just being the very first base model of whatever this image ends up looking like. I'm not sure yet. I don't have a final form of this in mind perfectly. I just know I want to make it a cybernetic being that the cybernetic parts are following the basic muscle structure of the head. Outside of that, I don't really know where it's going to be yet. So, this is definitely a sketch on the move here. They're deleting your account? You know what? There's been a lot of that lately. Did they give you a reason? Do they tell you, or they just say they're deleting your account? I mean, I know a lot of people who've had accounts deleted with no warning. I mean, they just next day they went to log in and it was gone. A good friend of mine, Len Kabazinski, a filmmaker, got his entire account got deleted, and the thing is, he didn't back any of his stuff up, so he lost everything that was on it. And they never gave him a reason why. Oh no, I made a mistake. Look at that. I did the exact thing I wasn't supposed to do. It's okay. If I only did that one side. See, I told you I make these mistakes all the time. Yeah, they deleted his account. No reason, no good reason given. I think they eventually said something about, I don't know, like adult themes or something like that. But all of his stuff was age rated, so they really shouldn't have. Did I move 2 layers? No, okay. So it was BS. But like I said, the thing that sucked for him is he didn't have any of his videos backed up. So everything that was on there got lost. which at the very least, if Google's just going to delete your stuff, they should at least give you the ability to get your stuff out. I mean, you're lucky you got notice so that you can get your videos out if you want them. Because like I said, I know a lot of people whose stuff just vanished on them. They literally just went, oh, that line does go there. Really? Oh no, that's just the end. They would go to log into their thing and it was just gone. Just gone. I'll make a new account. Yeah, well, that's what he did. And see, that's the... Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of YouTube. I've talked about not liking YouTube many times. I mean, I'm using it, but I don't for any... I have all my videos I immediately pull a backup of because I just don't trust Google. They can just decide to delete your account and, you know, maybe they'll give you a reason. Maybe they won't. And I just think that's a really, really crappy way to do things. I think they do owe people at least next month. Like I said, I'm glad you got a warning because I know a lot of people who never got a warning. Now, maybe that's something they've changed where now they're giving out warnings. Maybe they finally got enough complaints from people saying, hey, you didn't even give me a warning so that you can get your stuff out, if for no other reason to get it out. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not paying for YouTube because if I was, I would get out of it. So as a free thing, I use it knowing it could just vanish on me. Literally, my criticism of it right now could get them to delete it. They could just make up a reason. They wouldn't even need one. It's their platform. They can do it. But I think it's a really, really crummy way to run a business. Well, I am really happy you got a notice. So that at least you have time to get all your stuff out. That's unusual. So either you got really lucky or they changed their policies finally. I mean, they really should give people notices. But I'm telling you, I know people whose stuff just vanished on them. So I know they don't do it all the time. So I'm happy that you got a notice at least. So yeah, I'm assuming you're going to get your stuff out and just start a new channel, which is great that you can do that. Because yeah, if you had no notice and you just went to look at your channel one day and it's just gone, what are you going to do? Because like I said, as far as I know, again, unless something has changed, and it could be, but I haven't seen anything indicating it. Once your account gets deleted, they don't send you all your stuff or say, hey, here's your stuff, get it out of here. It's just gone. It's just plain gone. So I really hope they are starting to give people more notice. You know, because regardless of breaking their rules, they shouldn't suddenly just be allowed to erase your content without at least giving you the chance to get it out. So if they are now giving out notices, that's really good. Really good. But like I said, I don't know if everybody gets that. And there's been a lot of mistaken deletions lately too that have been reversed. I think those just kind of happen without warning though, so I don't know if that's the case for you, Timber Dragon, but sorry, that sucks. I am glad that you at least got a notice so that you can get your stuff out. But yeah, that's what I mean is I don't have any faith in YouTube to do anything, so I don't rely on it for anything. It's great that I can use it. It's working right now, but that's literally as much as I trust it, is that it's working right this second. Tomorrow, who knows? And unfortunately, because it's a free service, this is one thing I warn people about, is anything that you're using for free, you have to be very careful how much you rely on it, because it can just vanish, and because you're not paying anything, you have very little recourse for it. If you're paying for something, don't get me wrong, they could still decide to delete your channel, but you would have some mechanism to be able to like sue them if you didn't get proper warning, that type of thing, because you're paying for a service. But with YouTube, anything free, I should say, anything free. If you're not paying for it, be really careful because they don't owe you anything. And you have far fewer options than if you pay for something. Well, I would, like I said, I would at the very least, I would get your videos out. And then if you want to try to save it, you can. And if you don't, at least you'll have your videos, if you want to keep them. That's why I get all my videos out, because regardless of where these videos live, I want to have these videos saved. So I have a whole set of folders for each year that I've done a stream or any type of stuff. And I immediately, the next day, so tomorrow, I will pull this stream, the video of this stream down, and put it into that folder, which is then backed up to a service called Carbonite, which is a cloud backup service that I pay for. There again, not a free option. I pay them. So they're responsible to make sure my data doesn't vanish. Or if it does, then we're going to be having a conversation about them sending me some money. So, yeah. Yep, like I said, that's my routine. The next day, once the video processes, I go and I grab it. It goes onto my computer's hard drive. So it's there, and it gets backed up to the cloud, generally overnight. So, yeah, I have a lot. I mean, at some point, I'll have to get another drive because I'm going to fill it up. But all my videos are posted automatically. Oh, good. Well, then, you know what? You are doing things far smarter than most people. Most people do not do that. And, you know, it's one of those things where people get really used to, oh, the service works. I've been using it for all this time. It's going to be there. And like I said, if you're not paying for it, you just have no guarantees of that. You really don't. And I don't think most people are doing what you're doing. What you're doing is smart. That's smart. It's automatically saving somewhere. If everybody just did that, it would save so many headaches that people have when this type of thing happens. But most people don't. Most people just don't think. They think, oh, well, I'm not doing whatever it is they think other people are doing. I'm not doing that thing, so they won't put my account will be fine. But you know what? People do erroneous copyright strikes all the time. That stuff happens. You know, they put claims on videos that they shouldn't, and because YouTube they don't actually review things properly, it can just happen. They can just, you know, if somebody who has, let's say, I don't know, 10 million followers, you know, complains about your channel, and that channel is more important to YouTube than yours is, your stuff can just go away. And if you weren't backing it up, which you're being smart because you're backing it up, that's a really, really good idea. If nothing else, when people watch this video, do what Timber Dragon's doing. Back your stuff up somewhere, because it can just go. So that's a good idea. I'm glad you're doing that, because that will save you some headache. Okay, so one of these lines has to go. Which line will it be? I think it's going to be the other line. I think it's going to be this line, because that's just too much. Those lines are too close. I don't like them. I don't like those lines intersecting like that, so hold on. I got to find that. Okay, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. So it's just these, right? Yeah, see, I don't like how that looks at all. So we're going to fix that, because it really shouldn't look that way. Let's do this, and let's grab that pen, and let's do this. There we go. Because I don't like how thick that line looked. It unbalanced the whole thing to me. Good, perfect. Just erase that out, and there we go. That fixed that very easily. Turn everything back on. Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that you're backing your stuff up. That's great. Very, very, very smart. So good move doing that. Everybody do that. Have your stuff going somewhere, whatever it is, your device, wherever. Or get it out and store it somewhere. You don't have to do it automatically, but within 24 hours, I would get that video. You can probably actually get it much quicker than that. I don't bother, because it's basically streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. So even if one channel went away, the chances that both channels would go away are pretty slim. I don't actually worry about that all that much, because I just don't know what would cause that. But regardless, both channels would have to disappear for me to actually lose anything. So I'm in pretty good shape, I think, backup wise. Because like I said, I grab it within. So early tomorrow, so it won't even be 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'll grab my stuff out. That's my routine. I have coffee, I pull my video. It's kind of my little thing that I do. Okay. Oops. Wait a minute. What is that line? Let's take a look. I don't know what that line is. What does the original look like? Okay. Oh, I see what I did. I accidentally deleted too much of that line. This line should go all the way down. Yeah, I see what I did. I see what I did. Not a problem. We can restore that really easily, just like that. And then I can just erase anything that bled over here. And then this line, that line needs to go away. There we are. Let's see. Don't make yourself 103 years old when you're not. I want to ask for your government issued ID. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing is, I never give any of these things my actual birthday, but I keep it within reason. Because, you know, and I, understandably, they have to be careful with underage users. And I get that. I do. I don't think there's anything wrong with them having to check that stuff. But it doesn't mean you have to give them everything. You can keep things vague enough. Really, that line went through, huh? Interesting. That line goes through. You know what? That doesn't look right to me, so I'm taking that out. I like it like that better. Yeah, that looks better to me. And then where's that line? But yeah, stuff like that. Like I said, because there's so many lawsuits and legislation and things changing, I think you're going to see a lot more of that where anything that looks weird to them or suspicious to them, even if it's, like I said, I certainly can understand why somebody wouldn't want to just give Google all their information. I don't. I'm very careful with what I provide to Google because I don't trust them to safely manage my data. But with all the stuff that's going on with the laws changing and stuff like that, I do understand why they're getting way more proactive with that stuff than they ever used to be. So I do think you're going to see more of that. Unfortunately, it's going to keep going. Okay, you know what? I'm happy with where this is. I got all my lines traced. So this is the basic building block where I want to start from. So I think I'm going to actually... Well, I'm glad you got the note. Like I said, I'm two things that you did. That one where you got lucky, and the other where you were smart. The smart thing is having the automatic saves. Like I said, I don't think a lot of people ever do it. They just let it sit in there, and they probably say, "Oh, I'll get it. I'll download it later. Oh, it's not going anywhere. It's just going to sit in there." I would never trust that. So, you know, don't do that. And I'm glad you got the 14-day notice so that you can get your stuff out. Thank you. Yeah, it's the start point. I don't know. This will probably change in some significant ways, but I just wanted to lay down the basic muscles, you know, and some of this stuff, like I said, is going to become cables, and like I don't know if I'm going to keep the eyes or not. I may go with no eyes, but I wanted to draw them just in case. So for now, this is where it's going to be, and I'll start kind of working it from here. So probably in the next stream, I'll come back to this and start kind of building in ideas on where I want things to go and how I want it to look, because I'm not really sure yet. So, because what I think I'll do in the next one is I'll probably do this, and then I'll start kind of laying in things that are over this, you know, so like if I want to have for example, if I want to have a cable coming off of here and wrapping back around and, you know, something like that, then I'll be able to do it. So, we'll see. But for now, I can get rid of that. This is good. It's in a good spot. So it's a good place to stop the stream for tonight. And on the off chance, because it is still really windy, the times we've lost power has been when it's been windy. So I don't want to roll the dice too much. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close here. So let me do, where is it? There we go. And yeah, so that's going to bring the stream to a close for this evening. And I'm really happy because it doesn't look like Reflector ever locked up. So that's a plus. And the stream didn't crash. So that's a plus. So this was actually a highly successful stream. And I got to do a little bit of a PSA, a public service announcement, telling people, if you're putting stuff into any free platform, you better back it up. Be like Timber Dragon, back your stuff up someplace. Automatically is ideal, but if not, then go in right away and get it out when you can, because, again, as Timber Dragon's talking about, you never know when you might get a warning that your channel is going to go away. So be prepared for it. All right. Thank you for stopping by. And as I've been saying for a while now, go find a creator who you enjoy and support that creator. Not me. I'm doing fine. But go find somebody. Tell them that you like their work. Give them some money if you can. Reshare, repost their stuff. Anything helps, because creators are in a tough spot right now. So any help you can give them, they will absolutely appreciate. Hey, Timber Dragon, thank you for coming by and hanging out all this time. I appreciate it. I'm sorry about your channel, but I hope you can set up a new one and you get all your... It's good you got all your stuff out. So, okay, everybody, until the next stream, thanks for hanging out. And until next time, take care.